Awards meeting to order. I believe we're in May, right? We have a physical quorum present this morning, represented by myself, Ted Phillips, Ricky Erickson, and Jody Brooks. OGC is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. Did we receive any public comment via email?
No public comment.
We have no one in person. Is there anyone on the call this morning from the public who would like to speak? If so, unmute yourself and you have the floor. Hearing none, we'll move on. On today's consent agenda, we have items 1 through 6. They have been approved by Procurement, Budget, OGC, Legal, the Business Unit VP and Chief, and are ready for Awards Committee approval. Before we take a vote on the consent agenda, would any of the board members like to move the minutes or any of the other items on the consent agenda to the regular agenda for discussion or deferral to another week? All right, I would accept a motion to adopt today's consent agenda.
So moved.
Second. So that was Jody with the motion and Ricky with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion is adopted. On the regular agenda, we have items 1 and 2. So on item 1, that is for a contract for repairs and installation of video surveillance systems. So my question on this one was, we got a number of bids. We got 9 bids, but the range in the price was very, very wide, with the low bidder being at a little over $10 million and the highest bidder being all the way up at $78.5 million. So I was just curious, was there some explanation for why the one vendor was so out of range? Were they using some kind of different technology, or just curious?
I can answer that. This is Lynn
Okay.
Ricks. I was the buyer on the solicitation. And what happened with Sage is they took their the bid workbook and then they multiplied it times the 5 years of the contract. So that's why their number is 5 times higher. If we take that 78 and we divide it by 5, then it comes out to around 15.6 million, which is right in range with the other bids.
Thank you very much. That's helpful. Also, so my other question was that the award amount is $8.3 million, almost $8.4 million. Is that for the full 5 years, or is that for just the first year?
That is for the full 5 years. We do this bid in conjunction with Jacksport. So some of the materials on the bid and some of the hours are actually, we're accounting for their usage of it. And so we only needed a portion of the actual bid, and then they'll use the rest of it. But that way we just go out one time and get all the information at one time, and we can get volume discounts for both of us.
That sounds great. I love that we're partnering with one of our sister agencies. So that answers my questions. Was there anyone of y'all have any questions? All right, hearing none, I would accept the motion to approve award number 1.
So moved. Second.
So that was Ricky with the motion and Jody with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. So we will move to item number 2 on the regular agenda. So this is for generators for pump stations. So this is probably a little bit more about how these work than actually the bid. And I know it's in my group, but I was just curious. Do we have an idea of approximately how many of our pump stations do not have backup generators?
We have William Breeden on the line from the business unit. William, if you could please speak to that question.
Hey, Ted, this is Matt Poteet. I'm with William. We roughly have over 1,500 lift stations. Of those lift stations, I would say about 600
650.
have emergency backup generation or pony pump engines.
Okay. So are we just trying to get the ones that we feel would be most problematic in getting the backup generators on them that don't have them? Is that the kind of the plan?
So for facilities capital, we are just replacing the assets at end of life for facilities O&M. So again, this is life cycle replacements. The resiliency stuff is handled by Oliver Domingo. That's where they've identified lift stations that may need it per DEP regulations. So we're just replacing assets on this bid.
Okay. So these are 7 lift stations that have generators currently, but now need to be replaced because they're at the end of life.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My second question, about how long will these generators run with the fuel tanks that they have before they have to get fuel to be refueled?
Depending on how loaded the stations are during an event, they were designed to last at least 3 days. Some will last as long as 4.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. That helped me out. I appreciate the insight into that a little bit better. I don't have any other questions. Either one of y'all? Okay, so I would accept the motion to approve item number 2.
So moved.
Second.
So that was Jody with the motion and Ricky with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. So items 1 through 6 of the consent agenda and items 1 and 2 of the regular agenda have been approved for the May 1st, 2025 meeting. Is there any other business that needs to come before the wards committee this morning? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your week and nice weekend.